Okay, humans of the world, I just wanted to come on and take some time to talk about what is going on, and I wanted to uh, occupy the other end of the spectrum. So there's a lot of fear going around. There's a lot of fear. There's people like to buy in to the fear or the hysteria because within us, if there is fear, if there's trauma, and then something from the outside activates that and touches it internally, then it can activate the fear that we're holding on to. So let's just take some time to breathe, to come back into our bodies, and to occupy the other end of the spectrum. So to occupy the space of gratitude, of love, of being so mindful of your energy and where you're letting your energy go. I think that this is such a beautiful time to come back home into ourselves, right? I could cry because it's just like I've moved through, maybe the first response is fear. The first response is to be fearful of what's going on in the world. And so moving through that into a space of just like of peace and acceptance and a knowing like, let's occupy this space in our body, a knowing that our bodies are so powerful, and our mind is so powerful, like where we let our thoughts go, where we let our energy go. This is a beautiful opportunity to be so mindful of our physical body, of our mental body, our emotional body, our spiritual body. And it's cool because we had the Virgo full moon. So let's tie some astrology in here. We had the Virgo full moon that Virgo rules your health. It rules your physical health as well as your mental health, your spiritual health. And so this is a great opportunity to really like be forced almost to change up your daily routines. Like maybe you've been thinking about stopping drinking like coffee or sugary drinks or like lattes. For me, I fucking love that. And so this has been a great opportunity to like, okay, I'm gonna cut that stuff out, and I'm just gonna tend to my body, tend to taking care of my physical body via, fasting is a great thing to give your body rest. Like when animals get sick, they don't eat. So us humans need to remember what we already know inside of us. And, and you can practice fasting, you can practice intermittent fasting. You can stick with like mostly juices, fruits, vegetables, soups, broths, things that are like easy for your body to digest, as well as taking different supplements. And it's a great time to commit to your daily routines, to commit to the things that fill you up, right? So you can commit to your yoga practice. Here we are on the yoga mat. You can commit to your breath work, you can commit to meditation. It's forcing us to go inward and to really, and to just be so mindful of our energy and how we protect our energy, being so mindful of where we let our thoughts go. Are we feeding into this, or are we coming back into ourselves and like breathing in the present moment and recognizing our strength and our power and knowing that our bodies are capable of handling anything. Our minds are so powerful. It can rebuild anything that's wrong within the body. Like there's plenty of studies out there that show the power of your mind, the power of your psyche, like doing hypnosis or doing work with your subconscious, whether you just get there on your own via meditation or being in the flow state. But Dolores Cannon, who I studied the past life regression under, she's cured people of all kinds of incurable diseases just by talking directly to the subconscious. So I think right now we're really becoming aware of the collective unconscious, right? The collective psyche, and people that are sensitive to the energy around them. You can feel it. You can feel it in the air, like just an uneasiness and angsty, like anxiety energy. And it doesn't take much, like getting on social media. It's just all over the place. So I think that there needs to be just as much time, ideally way more time, occupying the other end of the spectrum, which is gratitude, which is fun, which is laughter, which is joy. It's not feeding into the lower vibrational energies. And so, yeah, I think it's such a beautiful time to be. It's forcing us to be mindful of where we let our energy go and how we take care of ourselves, how we take care of our physical bodies, how we take care of our mental body. What are the spiritual practices you're doing? Like, we're calling on all the tools that we have in our toolbox to take care of ourselves, like we should be doing every day. But this is a really great wake up call to remind you of what's important in life, which is our health, our mental state, our physical, spiritual, emotional health and well-being and wellness. So, I just wanted to give some love, shed some love and light on the situation that's happening. And to remind you to spend equal amounts of time occupying the other end of the spectrum, being grateful, celebrating, coming together. Like, we should all be coming together and just focusing on the things that fill up our cups, that make us healthy and feel good and feel alive, and not feeding into the hysteria that is so easy. It's so easy to go to that place, right? The lower vibrational energy. It's easy to fall into that, or to give our energy to that, to default back into that. But this is a great opportunity to be just so aware of ourselves and where we let our energy go. So, and to tie it back into the astrology, again, the Virgo full moon that we had, ruling our health, Virgo representing our health, our physical health, our mental health. And we do have, the Saturn and Pluto conjunction that happened in January. That is still, it's not still taking place, the conjunction, but it's a very powerful aspect, those two planets coming together. So we're moving through this kind of all throughout this year. And, Pluto's being activated. Pluto's going to be activated by Jupiter and by Mars. Pluto is our shadow self. It's the darkness. It's stuff, fear. The low road of it is fear. It's stuff that's beneath the surface. It is just kind of the shadow side of humanity. So we can see that really being activated right now. Like, fear, just whatever's underneath the surface, whatever is deeply rooted within you, it's going to get shaken up and brought up to the surface when all of this external stuff is going on. So it's like, what do you have inside of you? What energy are you holding? Like, are you moving from a place of like love and peace and acceptance and contentment within you, so that when something outside of you shakes it up, like, that's what's going to be brought up to the surface. You can come back to that resting space. Or if it's like, fear and all that's within you, anything externally that touches it is going to activate that. So, so Pluto energy, Pluto lives on my soul. It lives on my ascendant. So I love this. Like, I love being forced to rise up to the occasion and to just harness our personal power and to know that our bodies, our minds, we're capable of handling anything. I just see it as a great opportunity to be so mindful of our energy. Pluto and Saturn. The world is changing in big ways. I don't think you need me to tell you that. Individually, we're being shaken up. What's beneath the surface is going to be shaken up. It's going to be brought into the light, and we're going to have to transmute it. We're going to have to transform it. And collectively, the same thing is happening. So we can see that taking place in the world right now. Just keep doing what you're doing. Do all of the tools that you have in your toolbox to fill up your cup, to take care of yourself. It's a great time to do those things. I think just staying calm, breathing back into our body. More yoga, more meditation, more things that ground you and connect you to the present moment, and not getting caught in the head and all the thoughts and the worries and the things that are swirling around in the collective psyche. Like, we're coming back into ourselves, we're occupying our body, and we're staying calm, and we're breathing, and we're using this as an opportunity to better take care of ourselves, to refocus the attention on the things that matter, So like I said in the beginning, maybe this is actually forcing you to stop doing some of the bad habits that you had, and you're really paying more attention to your health now. So yeah, so let's be grateful for what we're moving through. Yep. Okay, that's all. Thanks for being here. Lots of love to you people.